I'm here with Abby Beeman and Brianna Campbell. I'm really thrilled with that win. App State's a really good team. It was one team that we did not want to play again. They play hard. They're very, very deep. Faith Alston is an amazing player. They're coached well, and so I think that's just part of tournament play that they've already played. Maybe we're a little bit tired, but that's a heck of a team that's battled adversity all year. And so we just have a lot of respect for them. So happy to come out of there with a win. Was not expecting it to go that way.
Okay, we'll open for questions. Go ahead in the back.
Keith Morehouse, WSAC. Coach, we talked a little bit yesterday about slow starts, and you wanted to make sure you got off to a good one. I mean, it was 13 to 11, and then I think you go on a 24 to 4 run. It was pretty emphatic, wasn't it?
It was. I think that's probably the best sense of urgency I've seen our team have so far this year at the start of a game. We do it when we're behind, but we haven't really had a start that really looked or felt like that. And so that's just hats off to them. They're locked in, they're focused, they're not taking anything for granted. It's tournament time, it's a new season, and I think they understand that.
Go ahead, Paul.
Coach Paul Chestnut, Fox Sports Pensacola Radio. What was the anticipation leading up to play a game? Because you had a double bye. It seems like you basically ran them off the court. What was that like, just getting ready for this?
I think as a coach, you appreciate the extra days of practice. As a player, I think they were ready to play someone else. We practiced really hard, and we continued to try to get better. And I think we did. And they were hungry, and you sit on time, and you don't know who you're playing, so you're just working on you. And I think that the little improvements, they took that week seriously, and it showed tonight.
In the back.
Coach Jason Harris, WCHS. Was there something that you saw that allowed you to kind of put the foot on the gas, but also to continue to play your style and create that lead? Was there something that you saw? I mean, this is the third time you played.
No, I just think that we were hungry to start. I think in the second half they did a good job of kind of matching our intensity, but we had kind of already pulled away at that point. But they did a really good job just responding, and I think we probably got outworked a little bit in the second half.
Go ahead, Luke.
Luke Creasy, HD Media. Those first two matchups, Mahogany wasn't out there. Didn't do a whole lot in terms of scoring tonight. Finished with 7 rebounds. Just how big of a presence was she underneath the basket on both ends of the floor?
Yeah, huge for us defensively, right? And she doesn't always stand out on the stat sheet, but the fact that our defense looked the way it looked in the first half was a huge part of why we were able to score and why we could go downhill and why we could play with momentum. And she's just such a big part of that. And she did it without being in foul trouble, and she was out for 6 weeks, and so we're very thankful for her to have her back.
Yeah, in the back here.
Abby and Brianna, can you both elaborate on just that start and you're kind of laser focused because it's tournament time?
Yeah, I would just say we had a long week waiting to play a game. We were ready to play someone else, and we know it's 0-0 whether you're a good team in the regular season or your record's not so good. So we had to come out with intensity and kind of set the tone for how we want to play the whole tournament.
To piggyback, it was like a long week, so we were ready to play someone, and we're just thankful. We're glad to be here, and we're ready to work.
Can either one of you sense that before a game? I mean, how do you know that's in you at that point?
I've said it all year long. We're just a competitive group, so I knew whenever it's a big game comes, we're going to be locked in, ready to go. The most important thing is to execute, though. Everyone wants it. Everyone wants to win it. It's about who can go out there and execute.
Especially now, it's tournament time, so it's all or nothing at this point. So.
Go ahead in the back.
Coach, Glendale State's soccer team was in the area, and they showed up. You're not just getting support from Marshall, but your past school. What's that like seeing another section that just pro-Marshall today?
Yeah, you can't really even describe how amazing that is. It was the soccer team and the golf team from Glenville State, so huge shout out to them. Loyal fan base, they were loud, they were great, and they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to come watch a sport that they don't play. And so, I mean, just a testament of what type of people the Glenville people are. We had great Marshall crowd. Our Marshall fans are allowed to, and so it was almost like a home court for us because we had so many people that were loud, and we appreciate that. I think that's something that makes West Virginia such a great women's basketball state.
Go ahead, Paul.
Coach, I know you had a great regular season Coach of the Year, but do you feel like you made a big statement here with your first
We wanted to make a statement. New season, so we needed to level up. And sometimes, when you're the number one seed and you come in here, you play a little tight with a little pressure. You've already kind of won something, and we've talked about that. That it's a new season, and we're going to get everyone's best. And it's win or go home. It's not really survive in advance. It's win or go home, and I think we're playing like that.
Go ahead, Luke.
One more for Abby and Brianna. What's more exciting or energizing out there? Is it, when you hit a big shot on offense, or when you get some of those key defensive stops that kind of lead to those buckets? What's more exciting for you guys?
I say for me, I think defense is more exciting. Taking a charge or, getting a deflection, your teammates gets the ball. Us getting rebounds and us just going. I think defense is very fun.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with Bree. Our defense translates to our offense, so if we can get a steal, we probably get an easy bucket on the back end of it. So I think it starts on the defensive end, and that's where we win or lose games.
In the back.
Quickly for all of you, now what's your mindset? Obviously looking ahead to Sunday, you're going to watch the game here, coach, and then just kind of figure out from there?
Yep, we're going to watch the game, sit. They're going to stay for at least the first half. The coaches are going to stay for the whole game. Watch the game and get back to work.
Your mindset now?
Yeah, just the way I work, I'm just on to the next one. This one's over. It doesn't mean anything now. We still got 2 more we're going to win, so can't really dwell on this one too much.
Same thing. New game.
Go ahead, Paul.
Coach, just 2 quick questions. What was it like second half just coaching in the game? And as you move on what you did today, what do you improve upon?
Yeah, there's a lot to improve upon, and you just have to keep coaching. You just have to keep getting better. You have to find things to work on because we play, again, in a short time span. And so when you have scores like this, you got to win every quarter, and you got to stay locked in, and you got to work on your mental toughness, and there's always something to work on.
The final one in the back.
Last one for me, for both players, to start with Abby. 4 records were broken or tied. It was the most points in a half, most in a game, most field goals, and tied for most 3-pointers. The basket looked huge. I mean, to have those records, you got to be in a rhythm. What was it like for each of you, starting with that?
It was great, obviously. You just got to be confident in your shot and whatever you decide to shoot and get a stop and whatnot. And I think we did a really good job of everyone doing that, not just 1 or 2 people, but everyone stepped up. So I'm proud of us for that. But like I said, we got to keep it up.
Yeah, making the extra passes and, taking the open shots is when we're at our best. So we did that today, and we did a pretty good job with that. We just have to stay level-headed going forward.